this is how we will prep all of the brand new masts. I have got all the packaging off, got all of the rigging pulled away from the mast. We're about to do corrosion inhibitor spray. You do need to change these out. I already pulled one pin and replace with those. And then you've got to take some pliers or something here, pinch that down. Might take 2 pairs of pliers and get those out and put ring dings in. Next step's going to be corrosion inhibitor. We're going after every fitting with corrosion inhibitor spray. This is the spreader. This is the leading edge. We would go inside there, and then obviously, and then go and put those together with the ring ding and everything in there. Here, both sides. There, there. Both sides of the mast. The top there, that rivet. Flip it over. Spray from the other side. Take a rag. Let that. Yeah, take a rag. Dab it off. Okay, really important to get it good. And I would push those up and spray in there like that. Okay, so then wipe it all off. Try not to get too much of this stuff on the lines. Okay, so what I recommend you do is you just go down the line. You want these to swivel. Alright, so you want this to swivel. That one is frozen tight. All inside there. Come down to the spreader brackets, very important. Soaking that thing. Again, you go back the other side, go down the other side. This is really important here. Yeah, the spinnaker bail, that's what that's called. Here's the gooseneck. Yeah, and then these are a little more complicated just because you don't want to get the cleat all lubed up. Doing this on the boat is not a good idea because you get, when you wash the boat, that's why you have to wipe all the excess off, because when you wash the boat with the mast on the boat, it's going to, very important to do the bottom and not wipe this off on the actual mast step. Just let this cure. You can wipe off the top part there and then swivel the mast and go all the way up the other side. So I have gone down and wiped off all of this stuff. These things should pivot at the top of the mast. Everything should pivot. Just make sure you get all the excess off, just so that when you wash your boat, you're not going to get a bunch of stuff going on the deck and making stuff slippery. Yep. Next step is going to be to put on the spreaders with corrosion inhibitor spray on the spreaders when they go inside there. And then we're going to wax the mast next. Okay, I put the spreader on. Sprayed all of that. The spreader goes into there, and the trapeze wire goes behind it. So the trap wire goes on the aft side here. There we go. Any sort of heavy duty wax, and you just put a stripe of it on the mast, and you rub really hard until it's gone. Yep, and you just go over the entire mast and rub really hard and go over every fitting, and polish the mast really hard. Rub it until it's completely rubbed in. Turn the mast over, do the other side. It's better to do this twice. So do the whole mast. It takes 5 minutes to do it twice. Just go over everything hard, and then go back with a clean cloth and wipe it off, but you're not leaving any wax on it. And then the final step on the starboard side, top and bottom of the mast, you're gonna etch right in here, starboard side bottom. August 2025, 0825, top and bottom, starboard side. And that way we know the mast has been corrosion inhibited and waxed once that's done. So just to review, we're going corrosion inhibitor first on all the fittings. We're waxing the mast. Then we're engraving SDYC 0825 in the mast, starboard side at the top and bottom. A little bit of corrosion inhibitor here at the top of the shrouds, only in these corners, just in there, sprayed in there, wipe it off. I don't use any inhibitor, corrosion inhibitor on the turnbuckles or anything. The other thing to remember is I don't like these. When these cover up the shrouds or the jib halyard, which is right here right now somewhere. Yep, here's the one for the jib halyard. Causes corrosion inside there when they're stored on there. So store them, you want to store these with these pulled away from the fittings. Otherwise, traps water in there. That's about it.